Why am I so upset? Phew. Most people adopt a child because that's what they want. They want to have a family, right? And they want another child in their family. Phew. They don't put it in the newspaper. Mm-mm. They wanted a child in their family, and it had nothing to do with the religion. Yes, it had everything to do with wanting to love another child. Phew. Now, this idea of love, yes. There's no pretrial release for those that kidnap children using adoptions. Mike gets to go to prison, yes, and then he gets to wait until there's a trial, yes, and then there's a judgment about, well, just because you used a court order, right, to adopt a child doesn't give you the right to exploit them. Now, this forgery, yes. Why don't you get me the signatures on all the forms necessary to adopt a child? Yes. And then I'd like to know, it might be maybe 2 or 3% of parents would actually, yes, after adopting, use the newspaper to exploit how good they are as parents and how much they really took pity on the poor Haitian girl. Yes, they did. It's not a miracle. Any person can adopt a child if they have the income. Yes, they have the criteria necessary. No criminal record, no prior offenses. That's right. That's right. And they have some stability in their home life so as to provide a residence for the child. Yes, you can't use forgeries merrily. Now, these five sons' name, I kind of cut this off. The three Budnick brothers. Yes, it's exploitation of the three Budnick brothers to win football games. Yes, when they're in the wrong grades. That's exploitation. The athletes on the teams should be in the same grades when competing. Yes, for the coach, yeah, to say, well, I'm not exploiting them. You sure are. Pooh! Because you just had to win games and because of their athletic ability. Oh. Now, as their father, yes, when you use forgery to issue protection orders, exploitation of my sons so as to enrich yourselves. Pooch! There could be a class of students. Oh, why are you in the wrong grade instead of graduating this year, Zachary? Yes. Bishop, that's Bishop. No, this protected act, yes, my sons are being exploited. Now, this issuance of dissolutions of marriage as a class, yes, yes, yes. How many other fathers find out that their wives intentionally held their children back? Yes. 2 years so as to make it not difficult for them as parents? Poop. I would say my wife was exploiting my sons because she did not want the challenges of them being in the right grades. Poop. Now, this Protect Act of 2003, yes, I'm wanting that enforced. Now, well, obviously they're being exploited. They're in the wrong grades. Them being in the wrong grades, I know, coach. My son Zachary should be graduating this year. Bishop should be a junior in high school. Yes. Deacon should be a sophomore. Yeah. Now, Deacon probably had a birthday. I don't know the exact date, but I'm guessing that happened. Yeah. hmm You know, I'm going to want to have arrested those that exploit children. And you can use an adoption to exploit a daughter. Yes. Just the same as you can use a protection order to exploit sons. Yes. Just the same as you can use a dissolution of marriage to exploit children. Now, I know it's so important to you, but I'm actually wanting custody of them, as I've explained. Yeah. Now, there's no pretrial release for kidnapping. Yes. And then there's this picture way down here of Susan Bowers. Yes, holding Legina. Now, I would say that the Protect Act would make it exploitation to adopt a daughter. Yes. So as to put her in a newspaper when she's 2 years old, so that you can make yourselves look good as good Christian parents, as if it were some miracle that you were able to adopt a child, yes, from any nation of the world. You fill out the forms, right? You have the necessary amount of income, right? You don't have any criminal record, yes, and you are eligible to adopt a child. Now, when you put it in the Rotarian newsletter, I would sue Rotary for allowing their members to no, exploit children. See, instead of just saying Legina Ann Van Proyn, you had to say, yes, adopted daughter from Haiti. Mm. If I were to adopt children, I probably will adopt a lot of them. I mean, there are a lot of women that I'd like to conceive children with. Yes, a lot of very attractive, large-breasted women that like to wear garter belts. A lot of love. Okay. But I'm not going to put in the newspaper that I adopted their children. Yes. Now, if you find out, yes, that they're in the newspaper because of my last name, Budnick, yeah, they're on a sports team. Yes, they're involved in some sort of academic type of competition. Yes, they're recognized by the community because of their excellence. Not because I, as a father, put them in the fucking newspaper right now. Because